वृंद की जय। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Yesterday we read and we understood about the 10 offenses of the holy name, and one should guard themselves against committing such offenses against the holy name by not committing those offenses. There are still other factors which can disturb the plant of devotional service. So first, Srila Prabhupada said how to protect the seed of devotional service, how to water it nicely. Watering is hearing and chanting and hearing. Then how to protect the seed and the plant from other animals eating it away. Then Srila Prabhupada explained about the 10 offenses of that we can commit in chanting the holy names. And now Srila Prabhupada is saying that there are still some other factors which can disturb the plant of devotional service. As this plant grows, the weeds of material desires may also grow. When a person advances in devotional service, it is natural that many persons will come to him requesting to become disciples and will offer him some material gains. If one is attracted by a large number of disciples offering material conveniences and forgets his duty as a bona fide spiritual master, the growth of the plant will be impeded. Simply by taking advantage of material conveniences, one may become addicted to enjoying material comforts. So on one hand, we read previously where I had mentioned that Srila Prabhupada always said that one should not be a Markat Vairagya, but one should be a Yukta Vairagya. What does that mean? Markat means monkey and Vairagya means renunciant. So monkey renunciant means a monkey lives in the forest. So if we think that okay, now we are going to leave everything, all our duties, household duties, and everything, and now we are going to live in a secluded place to do our bhajan, then that is Markat Vairagya. What is the use? Then a monkey, although lives in the forest and eats only fruits and roots and plants, but still it is always in the mind thinking of the opposite gender. So completely contaminated. Although externally it may seem that it is not wearing any clothes, it is living in the forest and just eating fruits and roots, but externally by just doing these things, one does not become a renunciant. So, and what is Yukta Vairagya? Yukta Vairagya means one who is using everything in the service of Krishna. But Srila Prabhupada is warning here that if somebody gets attracted by the large number of disciples, because when someone takes to this Krishna consciousness, to this path, they will start getting name, fame. People will come to them. People will start saying, "Oh, you're such an amazing devotee. Whatever you speak comes true because Satyam Vedatam Nijavritta Bhashatam." Also, when we are chanting the holy names, the power, the potency of the holy name is there on the tongue. So sometimes we see that okay, when devotees are saying something, it comes true. But if when others start coming and telling you, when they start glorifying you, if we actually start accepting such glorification that oh yes, that is true, that is true, that means we are getting captivated by maya, by illusion. So we should always understand that they are glorifying me because They are Vaishnavas, and Vaishnavas always see good in others. They will see good even in a donkey, and I am a donkey actually. So if they are seeing something good in me, because that good lies within them, not because I have some great qualities. And at the same time, it should also be understood that if they are seeing some good in me, it is because of the causeless mercy of my spiritual master. His potency, his light, his bright effulgence, his aura is maybe reflecting through me, one drop of it. And that is why they are seeing so much good in me. So we should not start thinking that, oh, I deserve all these things. So the same thing, Srila Prabhupada is saying that when somebody advances in devotional service, it is natural that many persons will come to them and requesting to become disciples. And they will also offer some material gains. Like so when they want to become disciples, they will offer material gains. People come and give money. People sometimes come and give very costly gifts. So if one is attracted by such large number of disciples that, oh wow, now everybody is respecting me. If they get internally, if they're getting attracted to it, and they are also attracted to the material conveniences, nice car, they're giving a nice, maybe previously the devotees, the brahmacharis, if they were living in a very modest living, and now suddenly they have nice hi-fi rooms with AC. And what happens is that the devotional services are going down, but because of the AC, now they have nice blankets. So if I'm sleeping very nicely in the morning and not waking up, then what is happening? My devotional service is going down. That means I'm getting attacked by Maya. And therefore, if one is attracted by such large number of disciples offering material conveniences and forgets his duty as a bona fide spiritual master, the duty of a bona fide spiritual master is not to accept these material conveniences and enjoy sense uh, or get into sense gratification. The purpose is to deliver the disciples from this material world and take them back to Godhead. That is the duty. That is the duty of a bona fide spiritual master, to correct the disciple whenever necessary. Not that, oh, this disciple is giving me so many material conveniences, giving so much money, giving so much donation. So, okay, the disciple is not chanting the 16 rounds properly, no problem. Someday he's chanting less number of rounds. Okay, he's not following four regulative principles, no problem. Because if I say something to this disciple, he may stop giving these material conveniences. No, then that means the spiritual master is not bona fide anymore. Or if somebody comes across this kind of a so-called spiritual master, we should understand that definitely this person is not a bona fide spiritual master. Bona fide spiritual master means sadhu, shastra, and guru. They will always be in sync. They will always be in the same um, I mean, the words of the sadhu, words of shastra, and words of guru there will never be mismatched. They will always be in the same line. The, the growth of the plant will be impeded. Simply by taking advantage of material conveniences, one may become addicted to enjoying the material comforts. Other impediments are to desire liberation or material name and fame by discharging devotional service. So if somebody is chanting very nicely and others are getting attracted. So this if this person starts to chant just to show off, just to gain that name, and or sometimes when there is Harinam Sankirtan happening, or while singing Kirtan I start crying, lot of tears are overflowing from my eyes, and people are saying, oh wow, what a devotee, such a pure devotee. Just by taking the holy name they are crying. Or when I'm chanting, I will not look anywhere. I will chant in such a way, which is good if we are really doing with that intent. But just to show other people that I am a very good devotee externally, that is very dangerous. So these are impediments. So desiring liberation or desiring material name and fame by discharging devotional service, or to neglect the prohibitions. So the four regulative principles, if somebody is neglecting that, that is also impediment. If somebody is not following those regulative principles, definitely that is an impediment. So these prohibitions are mentioned in the authorized scriptures, which are: one should not indulge in illicit sex life, intoxication, gambling, or eating meat. Indeed, one should not eat anything other than Krishna Prasadam. What is Krishna Prasadam? The food that is offered to Krishna. These are the restrictions for one who is attempting to advance in devotional service. If one does not follow these principles strictly, there will be a severe disturbance in the discharge of devotional service. So, what happens next? What are the instructions of Mahaprabhu? Krishna willing, we'll continue reading tomorrow. Thank you very much, dear devotees. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्री जयपताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल।
Hari Hari Bol.
Hरि बोल। I just saw the
Bol.
message. Someone wrote that
Hari Bol.
there was some network issues. So was it clear as such? Overall, was it clear? Okay. Okay. All right. Hare Krishna.